Hello everyone. Let's start with the next P of in the marketing mix, that is promotion. The next element of the marketing mix is deciding the appropriate set of ways in which to communicate with customers to foster their awareness of the product, knowledge about its features of product, interest in purchasing, likelihood of trying the product and or repeat purchasing it. That is, the promotion is to promote the product to the customers or among the customers, or to communicate the features or benefits, or generate interest among the customers to buy the particular product and to buy again and again as a repeat purchase for the same product. Effective marketing requires an integrated communication plan combining both personal selling efforts and non-personal ones. As the communication includes both personal efforts and non-personal effect, personal effects by individual involvement of the salespeople and the people of the organization, and non-personal ones will be going to include with the audio visual, print media and other sources of non-personal communication. Integrated marketing communication is a way of looking at the whole marketing process from the viewpoint of the receiver. Basically, when we are reading with the promotion, it is just to communicate. But when we talk about integrated marketing communication, it is the integration of marketing communication, that is a combination of various methods of communication. And when we are going to make it, that will be going to have the integration of the marketing communication. Though in right now in modern scenario, integrated marketing communication is more successful than the promotion or than the general communication marketing communication, as general marketing communication is going to include only one type of media or one type of promotion. But in integrated marketing communication, there are utilization of number of communication resources, like a combination of any of the minimum two type of promotion tools will be there. So that will be with the integration of the marketing communication, that is a combination of various marketing tools. When we are going to have this, that will be known as a integrated marketing communication. Next comes the communications process. The communication process is consisting of, as we have already read with the communication in previous classes also, that is, there are certain elements, those are going to refer with the process of communication, how to communicate. It starts with sender and ends with receiver. When sender is going to provide certain information to the customers, then they have to encode first by themselves that what type of information, what type of objective, what type of aim does the sender is having to communicate to the receiver. Then after encoding that particular message by the sender, they have to transform it in the sense of a message and through a media or a channel through which the receiver is going to receive the thing. The message will be going to be drawn on the basis of encoding and the particular objectives of the sender, what the sender wants to communicate. Similarly, a media or a channel can be of a number of tools which will be going to be utilized by the sender to send the message to the receiver. Next, after that, there is a decoding. What is a decoding? Decoding is the particular decoding of the message by the receiver. What type of message has been communicated by the sender, and after that decoding, the receiver is going to actually receive. And why the decoding is prior than the receiver, the reason behind that is because we are in daily life, we are been hearing number of advertisement, number of promotion activities, but we receive that only in which we are in a need, and those particular communication which attract us, that only we are going to receive. So when we are going to be the receiver, when we are going to have actually inherit the information what the sender want to communicate. After that, whatever the feedback or whatever the response is being given by the receiver, that is going to the sender, and that is again going to be transmitted by encoding and messaging or media in the next particular channels. In between that, there is certain noise like the competitors promotion activities, like the other noises available in the loss of electric supplies, loss of visuality, and loss of number of activities which has been going to be create a noise in between the receiving of that particular message by the receivers. Come to the next slide, that is developing effective communications. To develop the effective communication, there are certain steps to be followed. The first particular step is identify the target audience. Just for before making communications, before making any type of drawing any type of message, or before drawing any type of objective, first the organization must know which type of target audiences they are going to target. Reason behind that is, if there are children's, the particular those are the target audience of the organization, so that the communication must be drawn on the basis of that, so that the objective must be drawn on the basis of that, so that the message must be drawn on the basis of that, and the channel selection of the channel must be drawn on that. So that before doing any of the other activity, first thing which the organization must know, that is to identify the target audience, which type of target audience they want to communicate, the literacy level of that target audience, the demographic factors of that target audience, and so next step is determine the communication objectives. What type of communication does the organization want to do? Whether the communication is having the introduction of the particular product, whether they want to increase the product sales, whether they want to increase the profit only, whether they are declining, so that they want to communicate like just remind the particular product. So whatever communication objective will be there of the particular company, then only the particular further messages and other things will be there. So the company, after getting with the target audience, they must know the what type of objective they want to communicate, they want to create, so that on the basis of that, messages and other things are being drawn. Third step come, that is design the message. The message can be designed on the basis of message content. Again, the objective are been responsible to message to draw a particular message. Whatever type of objectives will be there, on the basis of that, the message content has been created, the structure of the message will be there, the format of the message will be there, and the source will be drawn on the basis of that. Come to the next, that is select the communication channels. The selection of the communication channel, as we have already in previous slide we have discussed, like there are two type of channel, whether it is a personal channel or it is a non-personal. Personal channel and non-personal channel, that will be where there is involvement of personals, they that will be with the personal channels, and where there is non-involvement of the personals, like through electronic media, or through audiovisual media, or through the recordings, that will be with the non-personal type of communication. So after drawing a message, the particular organization must select the communication channels. Next is establish the total communications budget. Budgets, there are various methods of communication budget. A particular organization can adopt any of the method. It can be affordable method, it can be percentage of sales method, it can be competitive parity methods, or it can be objective and task method. Any of the method can be adopted by the communication for the communication budget based on the organization needs and requirements. The organization must set a type, the method of budgeting, whatever they want to use for their communication technique. Come to the next, that is decide on the communications mix. Again, there are number of tools which for the communication, which we are going to cover in the next slides. So that there are number of tools, and the organization must adopt a particular type of tool, what type of method they want to use. Maybe it can be integration of the various method, as we have already discussed that there is an integrated marketing communication also. A single tool or a combination of tools can be used for the decision of the communication mix. Come to the next, that is measure the communication result. Results can be measured again by the number of methods, like by reports, by feedbacks, by the sales volume, or by the sales records, or by the profit earning, and number of methods. So the organization, after deciding with the communication mix, they can measure the communication result, whatever they have been they have been shown to the customers. Next is manage the integrated marketing communication process. Again, after getting result, the next company have to manage the integration of the marketing communication process, whatever they have been done. Next, the promotion mix. The types of promotion, or the classification of promotion or promotion tools, we can say to these particular things. There are five major tools, which has been comprises of advertising, sales promotion, public relation, personal selling, and direct marketing. Advertisement basically is a paid form of non-personal type of communication. Similarly, sales promotion is a paid non-paid form of non-personal type of communication. Public relation is a non-paid form of personal type of communication, and personal selling is a personal type of paid form of communication, and direct marketing is a non-personal type of non-paid form of communications, which we are going to discuss all these things in the further next slide. Starting with advertisement, the first promotional tool. As I've told you, it is any paid form of non-personal type of communication. That is when any type of advertisement is being going to include the amount or the money to be paid to the advertising agency, or to the mode which through which the advertisement is being done, so that it will be paid form of, though it is going to cover the mass media, then also it is a non-personal type of communication. Reason behind that is because in advertisement we are going to use all the sources which is not going to include personals directly. Now the next is promotion of ideas, goods or services by an identified sponsor. Because to communicate through advertisement there must be an identified sponsors, like channels or maybe television channels, maybe radio channels, maybe newspapers, through which the particular promotions for through advertisement is being done, so that there will be identified sponsors every time when we are going to communicate, or when we are going to choose a tool as a advertisement. Next is to communicate persuasive information. Advertisement tool is generally going to be used for persuasive type of information, where there is important to make aware about the product or services to the customers, or to introduce a particular product or services, or to enhance the sale. So whenever the persuasive information has been required, the advertisement tool has been going to be used. It is a powerful promotional tool because it is going to cover a mass media or mass number of people, so that it is a very powerful promotional tool in all the other type of promotional tools. According to WZ Stanton, advertisement is to give a public notice or to announce publicly. Whenever the launching of any of the product or services is been going to be done, the organizations are going to use this particular type of tools, that is to announce publicly whenever they are been going in a requirement. Advertisement is mass communication of information intended to persuade buyers so as to maximize profits. Again, as I've told you, it is a mass communication that is going to provide a persuasive information to the buyers to maximize the profit of the organization. Five major decisions for choosing advertisement tool, or 5 M's are there, which is going to start with mission, money, message, media, and measurement. What is mission? Mission is the objectives or goals for which advertisement activity is going to be done. So whenever the advertisement activity, or whenever the advertisement has been chosen as the promotion activity for the current work or current goal, the mission must be clear, that whether which type of communication you want to make, or which type of communication does the firm want to make for the current situation. Whether it is a sales oriented, or sales want to generate the sales, or it will be other advertisement objectives like awareness, introductions, or some other things. After getting the mission, the company has to know must know that what type of money can be invested in this type of this current marketing communication, that can be decided on the basis of stages of PLC. Because in introduction stage, the major maximum awareness or maximum communication has been required, so that the money requirement at the introduction stage by the organization is much more than the other stages. So that in which stage a company is having is in, so it is important to know the amount of the money to be invested. Similarly, when the market share and the customer base, the percentage of market share does the company is having, and which type of customer base, whether they are males or they are females, or they are upper class or they are lower class, or which whatever type of customer base for which the communication is want to be made, that for that also they must know the investment of the money. Similarly, competition and clutter, what the competitors are been doing, what type of clusters they are been having, what type of information spreading they are having, on the basis of that the money again going to be decided. And next is advertisement frequency, how much the frequency of the advertisement must be, whether it will be daily, or it will be weekly, or it will be monthly, whatever the communication advertisement you want to make for the organization at this particular current time period, that must be know the frequency of the advertisement. On the basis of that, the money will be decided. Next is product sustainability. Again, the sustainability of the product, whether the product is highly technological advanced product so that it will sustain for a long time period, or it is at the declining stage of the sustainability, so that the investment must be on the basis of that. So whatever the product sustainability sustainability is there, on the basis of that the money must be invested. After that, there are two M's, that is message and media. What is message? Message is the basically whatever the goals or the objectives of the organization will be, on the basis of that the message is being generated, it will be evaluated and selected, it will be executed, and it will be on the social responsibility reviews, like social responsibilities or CSR activities of the organization must be following by this particular message. We may take the example of number of activities done by a number of organization in their in their advertisement, like to save water, save electricity, and save child, and all those things. That will be the social responsibilities reviews conducted in a message of the product communication. Simultaneously, we have to decide, while we are going to decide with the message, the media. What is the media? Media is again under advertisement. There are number of tools can be carried on, like print media is there, there is audio visual media, there is flyers, there are billboards, there are number of things which through which communication can be done in advertisement. So whatever type of media will be there, it will be going to depending up to the reach and frequency or impact. Then similarly, the other major types of media available for the advertisement. Next is specific media vehicles. Then media timing. What is the timing it has been required to through this particular through this particular type of method in the market. Then geographical media allocations. Whatever the geographical area requirement is there, the literacy level of the people will be there. Whatever the communication language people are going to be understand, on the basis of that the media selection will be there, and this particular media selection will be going to supported by the message drawn. Similarly, the last M is the measurement. The measurement is whatever work or whatever effort we have done with other four M's. The measurement is going to measure the communication level we have made in the market. That is whether the communication was having impact, or whether the sales has been impacted, or whatever objective was there, on the basis of that whether it has been achieved or not. These are the advertisement tools, or the types of advertisements through which the advertisement can be there. The first one is newspapers. Newspapers are the print media, and they can, as we all know, that advertisements on newspapers can be read by people, and on the basis of that, they are going to understand the advertisement motive. Next comes television. Television is a audio-visual type of advertisement tool, as we can see, and we can hear the sounds of the television, so that it is a all the promotion activities, all the advertisements in the any of the television through television mode is a another advertisement tool. Next is direct mails. Direct mails will be the direct emails we are getting, as well as direct letters we are getting from the from any of the sources, that will be with the direct mails. Next is again direct mail is a print media type of or can be electronic type of advertisement tool. Next is radio. Radio is a audio type of advertisement tool where we can only hear about the advertisements whatever it has been done by the organizations. Next is the magazines. Magazines are again print media type of advertisement tool where the advertisements are being printed in the magazines. Next is the magazines can be any type of, maybe with the business magazines, maybe can be Bollywood magazines and certain like other magazines like that. Next is outdoor. Outdoor will be something boards or the billboards or the flyers or the pamphlets we are getting outside the any of the organizations or outside our homes, that will with the outdoors. It may be banners, it may be various outdoor activities, maybe transport advertisements, maybe any of the transport advertisements will be advertisement on buses, or means local buses, maybe local trains. All those will be the, so all these are being evaluated under the outdoor advertisement. Next is yellow pages. Yellow pages, as we very well aware of the yellow pages. Yellow pages are the booklets of the contact details of the organizations as well as the people, so that all the advertisements, all the promotion activities on in such type of catalogs, or such type of books, or such type of contact listings will be with the yellow pages. Next is newsletters. Newsletters will be again letters created for the information in newspapers, or can be on the as a letter on emails like that. So organizations are providing just information to the people, like we are going to introduce our this particular product without any of the attractness or without any of the creativity. Just they are going to give a news or report on that particular introduction of the products, or description of the product. Next is the brochures. Brochures are the booklets, again are the catalogs which are being created by the organizations for the product descriptions or specifications. Next is the telephone. Telephone will be the through telephones the organizations are communicating about the products and their features to buy. Generally, insurance companies or the DTH companies, we are getting such type of advertisements. So all those informations which we are getting from telephone, or maybe telemarketing type of all the tools will be under this type of telephone advertisement tools. Next, last one is the internet. Internet is again www or world wide web ke through whatever advertisement we are getting in any of the websites or any of the pages or any of the social websites, that will be with the internet type of. To the second promotion tool, that is sales promotion. Again, as the advertisement tool is so important for any of the organizations, sales promotion tools are being going to motivate people to buy the product through the advertisement only. So the sales promotion activity, as the term suggests, like promotion activity for to generate the sales. Advertisement motive will be to aware about the product or to remind about the product, but the motive of sales promotion is to promote the sales or to increase the sales volume through the promotion activities. Maybe the mode will be through advertisement tools only, but the motive of sales promotion activity will be to increase the sales volume or to increase the sales at the current time of period. Under this, the first is diversify collection of incentive tools. As I've told you, it is to generate the sales, so that whenever the sales want to be generated by the organization, there will be certain type of incentive tools created by organization, like coupons, like say samples, like rebates, like premiums, all these. So where the consumer is going to get some benefit, some incentive on the promotion activity or through the promotion activity, that will be the sales promotion. Secondly, it is mostly short term. Again, for the current time period or for the current sales increase, such type of sales promotion activities are being used, because it was for the time period or limited time period. The discounts will be for the limited time period, or the offer will be for the limited time period, so that the sales promotion activity, whenever it will be there, it will be for the short time period. Next is designed to stimulate quicker or greater purchase. Again, to sales, to increase the sales for the current period, or for right now, or for this particular occasion, or for this type of period. So that type of activity will be in the sales promotion, so that it is been going to stimulate, or it is going to be designed for the quicker purchase or the greater purchase, or to increase the sales volume for the time period. Next is offers and incentive to buy. Again, as I've told you, it is an incentive tool which is going to create any of the offer to generate sales by getting incentives to the customers or to the consumers, or by giving incentives to the customers or consumers when they are going to purchase or when they are going to buy the goods. So sales promotion activities are the activities which is going to create a incentive tool, which will be going to create a some type of benefit for the buyers. Next is, its aim is to attract not only customers but retailers, wholesalers, and sales force, etc. Like generally, all the activities run by organizations or the promotion activity is for consumers. just to aware, just to remind. But sales promotion activity is the only activity which is not for the consumers as well as for the retailers. How? Actually, when the offers and coupons or rebates will be there, the consumers are going to ask from the retailers, or they are going to buy from the retailers or wholesalers or the salespeople, through which the retailers, wholesalers, and salespeople are also getting to be interested in selling those goods which are having high sales promotion activities, which will be having, because more and more customers are going to come to their stores, and they are going to buy at a large quantity and at a maximum percentage of the from the store, so that they are also getting encouraged to use such type of activities for their organizations or their retailing. Sales promotion tools. There, the sales promotion tools can be divided on the basis of consumer promotions and the trade promotions. So these particular promotion activities will be based on the type of activity what these two peoples are doing. For example, starting with the consumer promotions. Consumer promotion, like that, is individual promotion activity which will be for the family or individual utilization of the goods, so that whatever activity or the sales promotion tools can be utilized, that will be with the samples, like free samples, providing free samples, or coupons, providing coupons to gather the coupon and just to buy the goods from the store, or cash refunds offers, or that is the cashbacks we can say, or the benefit of the cash returns. Next is the price packs. Price pack will be buy three get one free, or buy two get one free, or certain type of packs which will be going to give information to the consumer, like there will be a benefit of one product in buying of a two, certain type of activities. Next is the premiums. Premiums are the again, premiums are something extra, something benefit more than whatever we are buying, 5% extra, 2% extra, or the particular pack consisting of the same price, but we are getting extra on that particular pack, that will be the premiums. Next, the prices. Prices will be first price, second price, or third price item offers with the product. Next is patronage reward. What is patronage reward? What is the meaning of patronage? Patronage is from the long time being. If we are buying from the from long time being a same product, or from a same retailing store, or from the same organization, the rewards are being created for those type of customers. Or in a buying of 3,000, next purchase you are going to get with the 50% off, or 1,000 off on the next purchase. So certain type of patronage rewards are being created by the organization for the motivation of the consumers. Next is free trials, again test drives, or maybe the trials of the free utilization of the goods will be there for the, not with the samples, it will be with the trials. Samples will be free and it can be used taken home, but free trials will be provided with the vehicles or the automobile, something like that of product, or maybe the machines or the appliances for which the products can be trialed. Next is the product warranties. For product warranties, again there are two things. One is guarantee and warranty. The guarantee will be for the replacement. The warranties will be for the free services. Again, if the products are being associated with free services or warranty or repair and maintenance, that will be with the product warranties. So organizations generally give such type of phrase promotion activity also, 3 years warranty or 2 years warranty, or five services free, certain type of things. Next is tie-in promotions. Tie-in promotions, like buying of a one product of the same organization and getting benefit in the buying of the other product of the same organization. So that it will be tie-in. The bundle, you can say bundling also. The bundling will be the bundle of two different type of items of same product. Maybe with the Maggi soup with the Maggi noodles, that will be with the tie-up promotions. The tie-in promotions will be buying of a another product with this other product of the same organizations, can be with the sales promotion activity. And under consumer promotion, the last one is the point of purchase display demonstrations, like POPs. The point of purchase are the displays or the POPs that is going to be under the display management system of the organization, which whatever products we are in at the display, that is again going to be, like if you will go to the big bazaar or certain type of organization, at the cash counter there are number of items lying down, that will be with the POP point of purchase displays. Next, last one is the demonstrations. Demonstrations are the demonstrations are the try again the how to use the goods, or how to make use best use of the certain particular goods, or the how the particular machine has been working, that will be with the demonstrations. Free trials and demonstration with the differences. Under free trials you can use that product and make a trial, but in demonstration the company representative has been making the use and showing you ki how the product has been working. Come to the next, that is trade promotions. Under trade is the business promotions or industrial promotion. So or the channel members promotion. So organizations are also making certain type of sales promotion activities for the trades or for the businesses. Those are been helping them to sell goods to the consumer. They can have the promotion activities like price off. They can have the price of, like, if they are going to buy 50 goods, they are going to get 5 extra on that, or of the 5 goods price will be off, certain like that. Next is the advertising and display allowances, maybe with the billboards they are providing, maybe the digital signboards they are providing, maybe the stands they are providing, maybe refrigerators they are providing, or the allowances they are providing for their like Coca-Cola advertisement, like Lay's stands you can see, like a Cadbury stands you can see for the retailers, so that they are getting allowances for those also. Next is free goods, free samples, free samples of free goods they are going to get from the organization to keep into their businesses or their retailing stores. That will be with the free goods. Next is push money. Push money will be the commissions or extra commissions given to the these type of people, no, by the organization. Next is the specialty advertising items. Specialty advertising items will be going to have with the certain type of specialty items will be provided by the organization to display into the retailing store, so that people are going to attracted by those items and they are going to buy it. Next, factors contributing sales promotion. There are two type of factors. One is internal factors and other one is external factors. Internal factors consisting of acceptance of by top management, because again sales promotion activity is something which is non-paid form of non-personal type of communication, where the amount has been not invested in the by the people, so that the organization must take the decision by the as the internal decision by the organization top management, that whether the sales promotion activity can be done right now or at what time. Come to the next, that is product managers more qualified to use it. The particular product manager or manager of any of the organization must be more qualified for giving any of the service based promotion activities, because again the investment in this type of activity is very less than the other activities. Next is greater pressure to increase sales. Greater pressure to increase sales will be there is a, because sales promotion activity motive is to increase the sales volume, so that whenever the sales promotion activity is there, so that it must increase the high sale, or it must increase the highest sales volume for the organization. So whenever it has been decided, there will be a great pressure in the internal management for the increase of the sales. Come to the external factors, those are going to affect any of the sales promotion activity. That is the first one, increase in number of brands, because there is increase in number of brands, and no organization monopoly has been working in the market, so that everybody is using with the sales promotion activity. So company has is to aware about the number of brands available and what is the percentage of increase there. Used by competitors, again whatever the offers, whatever sales promotion activity is done by competitors, again it is important to understand while we are deciding with the sales promotion activity. Next comes similar brands. Similar brands, again the competitors and the similar brands are different. Similar brands are certain brands which are been providing exactly the same product at the same cost on the same time or with the same particular features. So that again organization must know that what similar brands are doing. Next is price oriented consumers. Price oriented consumers are the those consumer which are been buying goods just because of the low price or just because of the less price than the competitors. So that whenever sales promotion activities are being there, the company must know that what the price oriented consumers are been thinking of the product and their pricing. Next comes more deals from manufacturers. More deals from manufacturers, that is from the suppliers or from the people those are been helping the organization to sell the goods. That is with the must be created for more and more deals must be created from the manufacturers for these channel members. Next, decline in advertising efficiency due to rising cost. Declining advertising efficiency due to rising cost, because advertisement is the highest needs highest investment, so that whatever the advertisement efficiency, why it has been declining, it must be known to the customer, it must known to the organization, and on the basis of that the sales promotion activity must be design. Next is media clutter. Whatever the media has been requiring, whatever the media problems are there, whatever the media solutions are there, whatever the media availability is there, the advancements are there, that must be known to the organization while they are going to decide with the sales promotion. And the last, that is legal restraints. Whatever the restrictions created by government for showing advertisements or for the activities or for the minimum price to be paid for a particular product. So all the restrictions must be known to the organization while they are going to decide with the sales promotion activity. Next promotion tool is public relations. Public relation, as the term suggests, there are two things. One is public, another one is relation. That is to create relations with the public. Again, it is a non-paid form of personal type of communication, where personals are been involved, that to display to the public, which has been non-paid. That is without any payment, they are been promoting products or the organization. Why they are been promoting any of the organization freely? Because they can be employees, they can be any of the welfare people, maybe they are the satisfied customers, maybe the top management people, maybe the supervisor, maybe the workers, laborers. Those are going to promote their products without any benefit from the organization, without any payment from the organization. A public is any group that has an actual or potential interest in or impact on a company's ability to achieve its objective. Again, it is a public is a actual or potential interest. The public will be having any of the group which will be going to have the actual or potential interest or impact on the company's ability. The second thing, that is public relation, involves a variety of programs designed to promote or protect a company's image or its individual product. That is whenever the public relations are being created, or the as a promotional tool, it will be created or designed just to promote the or protect the company's image from the rumors or from the negative activities done by the competitors or in the market. Public relation department generally perform the following functions. They will be going to go with the press relations or press reporters के साथ में relations when they are going to create, that will be also termed under the public relation. Similarly, the product publicity, when they are going to have the publicity. Again, there is a difference between publicity and the public relation, because public relation will be always going to create the positive image of the organization, but the publicity can be negative or can be positive. So whenever a product requires to the publicity for any of the product, there will be public relation can be done to create the positive image. Next is the corporate communication. Corporate communication, that is when the company has been communicating their product and their companies for the through the corporate communication measures, that will be under the public relations. And next is lobbying. Lobbying is the relations where to maintain the relations with the government officials or the government organizations. For example, if a company has been making relations or entertaining government organizations like income tax offices, like maybe electricity board, maybe with the mantralayas and something, whenever the organizations are creating their relations with such type of government organizations or any type of government, state or central government organization, that will be termed as a lobbying. And the last, that is counseling. Whenever the companies are been providing free counseling to the general public or to their employees or to their training members or maybe with the society, So that will be with the counseling also. So whenever public relations are being created by the public relation department of the organization, these functions can be can be performed. Public relation tools. There are certain public relation tools to achieve the objectives of our public relation. These tools can be used. First one, that is publications. Publications can be with the press reports, press releases, or any type of reports which will be created by public organization for the product or for the company's undertakings, or for the any type of information about the company, which will be going to create positive image among the public. Next is the events. Events like the events or the charity shows, or maybe a collaboration with some other organizations to just to promote the company's name or the product. That will be with the events, maybe with the trade shows, maybe expos, maybe they are creating any of the drawing competition, any musical contest and something like that, which will be free of cost for the people, and just to entertain with the society, they are going to create such type of event. Next is the news. News can be again news in the news channels can be there, news in the newspapers can be there, news in through the any of the different mode can be there. So again, if publicly company is been providing any such type of news related to product or its organization in the newspapers, or in any of the other mode, that will be with the news about the through the public relation. Next is speeches. Again, organization employees or people providing speeches in the public or in various different conferences or seminars, that will be with the speeches. That is again free of cost, just because they are the government organization officials, they are been providing speeches or the positive words, word of mouth to the general public. Next is the public service activities. Public service activities will be the CSR activities, the benefit, the construction of the road, construction of the water supplies, construction of any type of free services provided to the, or any type of activities for the public, if they are going to do, that will be again under the as a public relation tools. The last, that is identity media. Again, to create the identity among the media, or to highlight the company is going to do certain type of activities just to create such type of things. Free gifts they are going to provide in the well-known shows or something like that. That will be with the to create the identity in the media. Next is marketing public relations, or MPRs. MPRs are the activities which a public relation under which the public relation managers can do. That is the first, assisting in the launch of new products. Whenever there is a new product launching, public relations creates the provides the assistance in that launch of the new products by support creating positive word of mouth with the public. Next is assisting in repositioning a mature products. That is, whenever the product is in maturity stage, or whenever the product has been matured, that time when when the company needs to reposition its product, the positive image of the product or with the previous matured product will be supported by public relation activity, because already people are being well known about the brand and the product features. So that public relation activities of positive word of mouth is going to provide support for such type of repositioning. Next is building interest in a product category. Building interest in a product category, again, because it creates positive word of mouth, so it will help to build interest in the product category. Next is influencing specific target groups. Influencing specific target groups, again, whatever target groups targets are been there for the organization, these type of public relation activities are going to help in influencing such type of target groups for the organization. Next is defending products that have encountered public programs. Defending product that have encountered public programs, that means those particular products which are been having negative image, or which are being created as a negative publicity by the competitors or by the previous records. The public relation defends that conflicts or that negative remarks of the consumers, uh, and save the particular product in the market. Next is building the corporate image in a way that reflects favorably on its product. Again, it will help in building the positive image in the public, or the favorable image of the product in the market. So because the people or the official, those are been working with the public relation for the organization, they are directly going to interact with the people and solving their problems and defending their organization, so that they can build a positive or a favorable product or a organization image in the public. Come to the next, that is the next, that is personal selling. Personal selling, again the term suggests personal selling, the selling which will be done by the personals. That is, it is a paid form of no, personal type of communication, which is going to tell that it is the oldest type of tool of the promotion, because door to door selling we are been going to hearing for the door to door selling from the very beginning, like people are coming to the home and they are demonstrating products and they are been influencing people to buy the product and get the influence of it. So that it is again a oldest method, it is lucrative, and that is powerful method, and it is effective tool of promotion, because it is going to have the direct interaction with the consumers and with the people of the organization, so that it will be very effective tool for the promotion activity. Next is salespeople form the very important part of a marketing group. That is, salespeople will be going to form definitely a very important part, because they are going to interact with the consumers face to face, and they are going to get the problem of the consumers, and they are going to give the correct and direct feedback from the consumers for the marketing programs. Next is personal selling involves personal confrontation. Personal confrontation means uh, directly face to face interaction, directly one to one interaction will be there. So it involves, definitely it is going to involve with the personal confrontation, because all the decisions, all the problems, or all the solution of the problems will be faced directly by the personal sellers in the market, so that they are going to direct confront the organization and its products in the market. Come to the next, that is the oral presentation to prospective customers for the purpose of ultimately making a sale. It is the oral presentation, because every time whenever the sales personas meet the customers, they are going to meet the prospects, they are going to have the oral presentation of a particular company and a particular product, for the purpose of making it ultimate sale, or for the purpose of completing the sales and closing the sales by selling of the goods. According to American Marketing Association, a definition for personal selling has been created like a personal selling is oral presentation to a buyer for the purpose of making sales. That is, it is an oral presentation in front of the buyers or in front of the prospects of the product for the purpose of making a final sale. Okay. See, personal selling tools. There are four types of personal selling tools mainly. But the first one is the sales presentation. Sales presentations will be whenever the presentations made for to achieve the sale or to influence the customers to buy a particular product from the organization. That will be with the one of the tool with the personal selling. Personal selling. Next is sales meetings. Sales meetings with the officials or with the other organizations, or with the government organizations, or with the institutes for to influence to buy goods. That will be with the sales meeting, and to close it with the uh, large number of buying of that particular product will be again with the sales meeting. Next is incentive programs. Incentive programs will be created for the by the personal sellers to buy the product from the organizations. Next is fairs and trade shows or expos, those are being created, and sales representatives are been demonstrating the particular product to buy, or to just to provide the information to the customers to buy a particular product from this the source of fairs and the trade shows. Sales force. What is the sales force? Sales force are the basically people, those are being linked between consumers and the customers. They are the people, those are being directly providing information from consumers, from company to consumers, and getting feedback from customers and providing it to the companies. It is the personal link between, it is the only and the personal link between consumers and the company. Carefully need to consider the following issues in Salesforce design, that is the development of Salesforce objective, whatever the objective it has been provided for the Salesforce, it is very important. Next is the strategy, how to deal with the customer, what type of strategy, the targets they are been going to get, that is important. Next is the structure, to whom they will report, how they are going to perform, where at what time period, what is the time period of giving feedback to the top management, and what is the level or hierarchy they are going to follow for the organization. Next is the size, the number of people for the sales, as it is going to cover the large number of people required for the organization, because managerial post or below that particular managerial post, these sales representatives are there, but the number or the size of the sales representative must be at a very large, so that the large number of customers or large number of area can be targeted by these sales representatives. And compensation, according to the targets, according to the workload, according to the timing of their work, the compensation must be provided to these sales representatives or Salesforce. Next is the objectives of Salesforce. The objective of Salesforce must be prospecting, that is to encourage prospect customers to buy the product. Next is the targeting, that is again directly targeting to the selling of the product rather than of any other information. Next is the communicating, just to provide clear and concise type of information to the customers about the company and about the product, without any type of limitations, without any type of drawback. They must communicate the correct things, whatever the product has been having and the organization is having. Next is the motive of the sales force must be selling only. Next is the servicing, they provide the services also, because they are highly technically informed as to people. Those are going to get the information about each and every information about handling of the product, working of the product, and the feedback of the product itself, so that they must be servicing a particular product itself to the customers. Next is information gathering, as they are providing information to the customers, so that they are getting information from the customers also. So whatever information they are been having with the for of the company and from the customer, both must be cleared by these type of people. And the last, that is allocating, they must be allocated with the targets, they must be allocated with the work what they have to perform with the in the market. Next, sales representatives. There are 6 different positions for sales representative to be covered. The first one, that is they must be the very good deliverer. They must be order taker, because they are the people, those are going to close the sale, so that they must be order taker. Every time the motive of the sales representative must be to take the order, directly or indirectly, directly from the retailing store or indirectly from the teleshop, telecalling or something like that. Next is missionary. They must know their mission, what they have to do. They have to increase the sales volume, they have to sell the product, they must be clear about the missions. Next is the technicians. Again, as I've told you, the technician, they must know the product completely, how the product will work, what are the limitations of the product, whatever the how to handle the product, how whatever the requirements of the product, whatever the repair and maintenance can be with the product, everything they must know. Next is demand creator. Again, doesn't matter whether the sale has been closed on that day, on that moment, but they must be a demand creator. The particular customer must ask after the closing of the sale also about the product, and the people must aware about the product, whatever the product has been there with the company and the features of the product. And the last, that is they are the solution vendors. Again, because they are directly facing the problems of the customer, they must be with the they will provide with the solution directly to the customer even, so that they must be the solution vendors or solution providers to the customers. The last one, that is direct market or online marketing. As the term it has been suggesting, direct marketing doesn't mean it is a personal selling. It is a non-paid form of non-personal type of communication, which is not face to face. It is indirectly made between one to one type of people. That is, whenever the communication or whenever the promotion activity done without the personal people, but one to one activity will be there, that will be with the direct marketing. That is, more of today's marketing is moving from marketplace to cyberplace. The all the type of activity which will be created by direct marketing will be with the online marketing or with the world wide web or with the telephone marketing, which is one to one may be there, but it will be not with the face to face. Next thing is explosion of media, because again the media utilization is in this type of tool is very much, so that the it is explosion of media, it is the advancement of media, and it is going to explore the utilization of media tools more than the other any other tool. Next one is the usage is, it has been used by the people those are been familiar with such type of technological advancement, or such type of prospects are going to see this type of promotion activity, those are been related to such type of usage. Next is target offers and measure result more effectively, because it is one to one and it is directly with the uh, people to whom we are going to interact. It is going to be targeted with the offers and measure results more effectively between the customers and the organization. So that the direct marketing is an interactive marketing system that uses one or more advertising media to effect a measurable response and transaction at any location. Because for example, whatever communication, whatever promotion activity we are getting on the internet, we are getting on emails, we are getting on mobile SMS, we are getting on telephone calls, everything from where it has been made we doesn't know about it, but they are from the very far away, they are being directly approaching to the people, they are directly influencing people to buy the product. Even with the tele shopping, if we will say, if even for example we can have with the home shop 18, we can have the naptol and number of online shopping tele shopping are there, those are going to influence people from a very far away from to the individual or to the interior levels of the market. So that the direct marketing is an interactive marketing system that uses one or more advertisement media to effect a measurable response transactions at any location. Come to the next, that is direct marketing tools. There are various direct marketing tools which can be used, like catalogs, mails. We are getting on mails, we are getting online catalogs, we are getting the displays of the catalogs in various electronic media. Next is telemarketing, as I've told you. Next is electronic shopping, online shopping, whatever we are making. TV shopping, that will be with the television shopping. Next is the fax, mail, emails, we are getting emails, again all the things are one to one, but it is not with the face to face. Next is voicemails we are getting, and the last, that is other sources like kiosk marketing and online channels. Kiosk is the particular machine or the terminals which we are getting in which we are getting information about the product, the terminals at the railway stations, the airports, the complete information about the products and its specification has been mentioned, and we can even order from that particular terminals, provided providing with the information of the product. So these are the kiosks. Again, it is a one-to-one and it is a direct marketing tool. And online channels, again, the various YouTube channels and various other particular channels, those are being going to influence people to buy the product. That will be with the other sources. Come to the next, the benefits of direct marketing, the buyers and sellers. There, the benefits can be with the buyers and benefits are also with the sellers. The buyers will get benefit with the home shopping, where from wherever you are been sitting, you can buy the goods, so that it is home shopping benefit to the buyers. Second is comparative shopping possible. We can compare with the, because we are having time limits to explore the information of the current product and with the other competitors product, so that we can compare. The comparison has been possible at with a maximum number of time we can utilize over the comparison. Next is anybody can order, not only the buyer itself or the consumer itself, anybody, for the buyer or for the consumer, or as a gift, or just because the for the providing of the goods, the particular anybody can buy on behalf of the anybody can order on behalf of the buyer. And the last under this, that is business customers. Also all those people, those are the customers, and then also they are the business people. They want to create their own businesses, so they can get information out of these type of direct marketing systems, see how to create business and how to supply with the goods. Next is the benefits of the sellers. The seller will get definitely a large number of benefits, because without any expenditures from the channel members, without any expenditure for the distribution, or the with the traveling cost and many more expenses with the taxes and tariffs, they are going to get directly selling of the goods to the buyers. Under this, the first is mailing list any group. That is, by mailing list any they can get a number of contact numbers, no, number of contact details of the people. They can directly approach to the people under this, because they don't have to wait for any type of time limits or any type of personal interactions for the customers. Next is personalize and customize the messages. Personalize, they can modify the messages on the basis of them. They can show the time limits for the messages according to them. They can customize and informations related to the product. Next is reach prospects at the right time. Reach prospects at the right time, that will be they, because it is everything is being on online, or it is everything is based on electronic form, so that the time limit can be fixed. With that, the time limits can be approached by the company to the prospects to reach at the correct time at the right place. Next is the testing of media and messages. Testing of media and messages, various messages can be thrown with various type of media. Like from telemarketing, we can have different messages, where we can have television, we can have different messages through telephonic marketing. We can have different messages through emails. We can have different messages through text messages, and number of, so we can try a number of messages and media types through this type of channel. That is direct marketing. Next is strategy is less visible to competitors. Strategy is less visible to competitors because it is again in personal interaction with the company and the people, which is not with the verbal. It will be returned, so whatever of organization is going to secure with their systems, that will be limited to the sellers only, and not with the competitors. So competitors cannot identify that what is the listing of the people to whom the company is been going to is interacting right now. Next is measure responses to their campaigns. Measure responses to their campaigns, that is, they can get the easily the feedback. For example, if you are going to get any of the advertisement in Home Shop 18 or such type of channels on television, the people those are interested in buying, they are directly going to interact with the people, those are or the numbers which has been in on the television, so that directly feedback can be there, or direct response from the customer prospects, that those who are interested in buying the items, or those who doesn't want to buy the items, so that the benefits for the sellers can be evaluated on the basis. Thank you. If any query, you may ask.